Okay, after Pavlov did the conditioned response stuff, he had the same dogs, 12, 20 dogs. I mean, it was a good number. He did another experiment. He let them into this room one at a time, and on the floor, he put a little kind of a tile. One was a square, and one was a circle. Clearly, white floors, black square, and circle. If the dogs wandered around, finally, they'd end up over on the square. They'd get a mild shock. Didn't hurt them, didn't kill, just like, oh, that's unpleasant. And they'd walk over, and when they'd step on the circle, food would drop out. Pretty soon, they quickly learned, oh, I step on that, I go to that circle, I get fed. So it's circle, circle, circle. And he's like, okay, now I want to make sure that it's a pattern recognition. So he starts moving them around. Of course, they went to the square and got shocked in the circle and got fed. Then he started making the square look a little bit more like a circle and the circle look a little bit more like a square. So it was the thing that was more circle-like got him fed, and the thing was a little bit more square-like got him shocked. They figured it out. And then he made it a little bit in the point at which they could not distinguish the square from the circle. All 20 dogs had a psychotic break. One died, others became vicious, some just laid down and refused to do anything whatsoever. I mean, all of them had some kind of major behavioral problem because of this. Now, that's show business. So the only way to survive in show business is not to be looking for squares and circles. You see, because you can't make a distinction between them. There is no logic to when you get shocked and when you get fed in show business. That's why so many people in show business are insane, because they're still running around looking for what's going to feed me and avoid what's going to shock me. And a lot of times they end up going to what's going to feed me and they get shocked. And they go to what they think will shock them, and then they get fed, and then they're like, I don't know. So to survive in any kind of show business like this is to not look for squares and circles, but to become self-evaluating. For you to go, it doesn't matter whether the audience compliments me or not. For you to go, I did a really good job. That's it. Oh, yeah, you can let the things feel good. Oh, compliments, that's really nice. But you've got to not go there for the squares and circles. You've got to go there because of your work and be honest with yourself and go, that was your, oh, thank you for the comment. See, it's a really interesting Buddhist concept here, which is most of the pain and suffering we cause ourselves because we want things to be other than they are. Right? That's why you got to stop looking for squares and circles, because you're looking for the show business who makes sense, and it doesn't.
Oh my God,
it's
Buffy.
What and what if your focus was on having a good time?
I know.
Then you're centered into yourself. In other words, I'm having a good time. Now, if you're going, they have to have a good time. Now you're in squares and circles. You're looking to get fed, but you'll probably get shocked. Oh, they have to have a good time. That's outside your control. See, that's why goals have to be something that you're in charge of.
Right.
And that's why they keep saying, fall in love with the process. Jerry Seinfeld loves to write jokes. He likes to perform, but he just, I think he's more in love with writing jokes than anybody else. That's why his jokes are so good. And it's the only thing that's going to save you mentally, because those other things will drag you down. That's why so many people in show business are mentally ill. Exactly, because they keep going, they're looking for things to make sense. So the only way to survive in show business is not to be looking for squares and circles.